Movie people settle this. Where were you when Dumbledore died? I read it immediately in one sitting after midnight release, and then met with my friends at a diner for a late breakfast the next morning to talk about it. The waitress overheard us talking about Dumbledore dying and said, "Oh no, I haven't finished it yet." We felt so bad. I had to share the book with my older brother. When it was my turn, he handed me the book and casually said, "Have fun, Dumbledore dies." I thought he was joking but read through the night and then cried my eyes out. I had to put the book aside immediately and couldn't continue on for another day. I was 15. I was at my father's for the weekend, sitting on my bed. I remembered crying, and my half-brother, who was 2.5, didn't understand but hugged and kissed me, trying to cheering me up. My now ex and I would buy one copy of each book, and he'd let me read them first because I found the series and read fast. I was in bed reading while he was watching TV in the other room. I gasped, "No!" And he yelled, "What happened?" "No, wait. Don't tell me." We both nearly burst before he got to read it. Oh God. I was on another forum on the day that the book came out, and of course some dishing had to post the spoiler a few times. So everybody spent all day posting fake spoilers, in an attempt to drown out the spoilers, so all day when I checked in all I saw was endless posts about Stan Shunpike or Ronan the Centaur dying. It was ridiculous and took a bit of the fun out of actually buying the book and reading it. Is it normal to be able to remember this kind of detail? Faced with tears of joy, I'm 30, and I can't remember shit in detail from back then. I was a slow reader and was taking turns reading with my sibling, so didn't finish the book before the weekend was out. Went to school, got spoiled but came back home and kept reading in complete denial to the very end. Looking back, of course the mentor figure dies in the children's/young adult book, duh. But for 13-year-old me it was unfathomable. Definitely something I remember well 20 years on. I was at the astronomy tower when Snape aka Dumbledore grinning squinting face. I was in the back of our hire car on a holiday to America and blurted it out to my, fortunately non-Potterhead, family. I was so shocked, lol. Either in the bathtub or in bed. My mum prohibited reading apart from my bath time. I would sneak books in bed. I had a secret torch she didn't know about that I read with. I don't remember my reaction. I do remember crying when Sirius died though. I remember where I was when Dobby died. Me and my ex-wife were both reading it on release day, sat in the lounge. I'm a fast reader, so was a chapter ahead. I just shut my book, got up and stood in the garden and cried. "What's wrong?" she said. "You'll find out," was New York reply. I was like 15 in my summer vacation, speed running the whole series in a week or so. Just took several deep breaths to ponder, and then straight down to the final book, LMAO. It was so addictive. I read it in 2015, I think, and somehow this hadn't been spoiled to me yet. I was reading them in English, not my mother tongue, while reading before bed, and I was convinced I misunderstood what happened, so I reread that chapter like 3 times before I had to accept he died. Next day in maths class, our first lesson together, I still checked with my friends, who had all read the series/seen the movies before, to be sure. I really didn't want to believe he died the way he did. Sitting hand in hand with my sister, crying as we tandem read our copies together in the fort under her loft bed. We were so distraught, faced with tears of joy. I started reading it the morning it released, and I was in my bed reading it in one go all day. I called my best friend after and we met up to talk about it, lol. I definitely cried. I was 11, lol. I think I actually read it on 4chan first. Maybe the book was released in the UK before it was released in the country where I was at the time? I don't remember. And where? Probably in the hotel where I was living at the time. I borrowed the book from a friend to learn what will happen next after the 5th film. I don't remember being in any particular shock. He died? Well, he died. I was 20 day of release, using the bathroom because I couldn't put the book down. Read it and rang my friend in absolute balls of tears, blubbing at her. "Have you got to page whatever it was yet?" Literally crying my heart out. She said no. I told her to ring me back when she did. About an hour later, maybe, she rang back in the same state I was in. It was heartbreaking. I was 24 and sitting in my hand-me-down lazy boy recliner. I just sat and cried and cried and cried. I knew it was part of Harry's hero's journey, but still could not fathom it. I was in Tesco. I didn't read the book, but I remember some kids talking about it. On a beach at a lake in CT, on day 3 of my first full week off in years. HBP came out at midnight the day before I left, and my BFF and I waited in line to buy it. I drove several states away, turned off my phone, and just read the book, drinking lemonade and eating a basket of fresh veggies and fruits as another dear friend was working as a lifeguard. Under the covers in bed secretly reading when I should have been sleeping already. When it happened, I just buried my head in my pillow and cried. I was in bed. I didn't really care too much though. I literally just listened to this last night on the full cast edition. It's been a while since I read it, and there was a lot more detail in the story than I remembered. This is going to sound so bad, but I was at Hooters LOL. My friend and I got the book at midnight, stayed up all night reading, and she had to work at Hooters the next day, and I liked the curly fries, so I went up there while she was working, and that's where I was when I got to that scene.